And welcome to Revamp. Today we have Darius, CEO of D.E.A.L.S and CEO of Eagle Entertainment Group. Welcome, Darius.
Thank you, man. Pleasure having me.
Thank you. So, can you tell us a little bit about your business?
So I run two businesses, two companies. My first company is called D.E.A.L.S, where we actually coach entrepreneurs and then help them develop their business. My second business is Eagle Entertainment, where we do event curation in DC, so at local bars, local nightclubs.
Awesome. So, go into more detail about D.E.A.L.S.
D.E.A.L.S. So D.E.A.L.S essentially derived from college. While I was in school, playing football at Bowie State, my coach used to always use the word "deals," and he used it as more so of an action word. So from there, I just kind of took it, but used to mock him around campus, and then it kind of spiraled from there. Most of the people on campus just started using the word, and I derived a meaning from it. So essentially, back then it was to do something better, to better yourself every day. So now today it's evolved really to mean one, dreams, entrepreneurship, ambition, lifestyle, and sacrifice. And that acronym came from it really just, for me, it depicts what an entrepreneur needs to embody.
What is unique about what you do?
I would say the unique thing about what I do is that we actually help entrepreneurs embrace the entrepreneurship journey. I don't think there's a lot of individuals out here who actually help embrace or show entrepreneurs how to embrace that journey. As an entrepreneur, it's a lifestyle. And with that lifestyle, there's a lot of things that are not secure, I would say. So I just help individuals actually embrace that lifestyle and actually figure out what it entails.
What was the reason why you started this?
The reason I started D.E.A.L.S, I would say I kept running into a lot of individuals who would say, I wish I would have did this when I was your age. I wish I would have started my business. I also see a lot of people who are just stuck where they're at. You walk into a job or you walk into a store and the clerk is unhappy. I got the drive from that. Just seeing a lot of people being unhappy at work. If you go in there, a lot of people just like, they'll take your order, but they won't really look like they're satisfied.
Right.
So it kind of pushed me to motivate people to really do what they love, pursue your dreams, don't be somewhere where you don't want to be.
Absolutely. So how long have you been doing D.E.A.L.S?
D.E.A.L.S has been an entity for 4 years now, and I've been an entrepreneur full time with D.E.A.L.S for the past 2 years.
Phenomenal. What is your how are you developing your brand equity with D.E.A.L.S?
It's really on a day-to-day basis. As I'm going out, making sure that I'm interacting with individuals, making sure that I'm carrying myself a certain type of way when I meet these individuals, but also just spreading my mission, spreading what it is that D.E.A.L.S is about. I think when people are able to identify with that, then from there it's pretty much a no-brainer. It's easy to kind of continue to captivate your audience and kind of bring them in.
Oh, very interesting. What impact are you having on your customers and the potential clients that you're dealing with now? What is the impact?
The impact, I think, is really helping people see that regardless of what it is that your dream is, you can pursue that dream. You always have an opportunity to have freedom. I think that once we're able to embrace being an entrepreneur, that's the key to real freedom.
Could you walk us through a step, like your process, if you can, of how, if someone comes and approaches you about trying to be an entrepreneurship, what are the steps to having them, getting them started?
The steps would be really to actually take a step back. I think a lot of people just want to dive in and don't really know what to anticipate. I think it's taking a step back, really formulating your ideas, putting them on paper. That's what I did. It sounds so simple, but I think that's the best way to go, is really step back, put those ideas on paper, but then actually follow up with action. Meaning whether that's going to talk to someone who's in that industry, talking to other people who may be doing something similar, doing your research, figuring out what it is and where can you add value in that market. Does your business even make sense to try and bring to fruition? And then From there, I mean, everything else is just going by the book. Setting up your business, setting up your corporation, finding your team, and then just building from there.
Hmm. Has there been any experiences where you've dealt with some struggle, and how did you overcome?
Yeah, so I feel like there's a struggle every day, but I also realize that there have been quite a few things that I've dealt with in the past, whether it's selling myself short in the negotiation, um, not doing the proper research, failing at a deal, like an actual deal falling off the table, losing the client. Um, I think the only way to overcome that is to take that experience, whatever the experience is, and learn from it. I don't really see failures as failures. I think that's just comes with time and actually conditioning your mind to actually understand that if you fail at something, that just means you're a step closer to getting where you want to get to.
Absolutely. Where do you see your business moving forward in the next 5-10 years?
Next 5 to 10 years, really, I want to be on a bigger platform. I want to be national to where we're actually holding workshops nationally. We're actually impacting entrepreneurs nationally, not just on a local scale. I want to be able to educate, a lot more entrepreneurs on what it takes to be an entrepreneur, but also want to be able to give back. I want to be able to give back as much as I'm able to receive. I think in the next 5 years, we'll be in a position to be able to execute on that.
So, what is your strategy into moving towards that goal?
I would say that the strategy for me is really to keep teaching,
Okay.
to keep being able to give information. I think if you're not of service, you can't expect to reap any rewards. So to keep being of service, the more people I'm able to serve, the more value I'm able to add to individuals. I think that that's the one way that I can continue to grow.
That is phenomenal. From as you continue to grow, what feedback has allowed you to grow, and how are you collecting consumer feedback from the experiences that you're providing to your customers? How's that allowed you to grow?
So one way that I collect feedback is just by simply having a conversation, um, getting an idea of what did you think about the process. Is there anything different? Is there anything that you liked about it, you didn't like about it? And then once I receive that feedback, um, I try to I try to take it in and internalize it and figure out, all right, this is the feedback that I got. What can I do with it to improve the next person's experience?
That's that's interesting. Because what we like to do here, we understand the value of feedback,
Right.
and feedback and central feedback or constructive criticism can help improve your business in any way. So, has your business improved in a significant manner because of the feedback that you received?
I think so. I think so. And when I say yes, my business has improved, I am my business. So once I get that feedback and I'm able to put that feedback to action, um, I think inevitably the business does improve because I improved.
What kind of clients are you working with now?
So right now I have one athletic client. I also have two entertainment clients, and then a couple clients on the horizon. But right now, just focusing on those three.
And you're helping them build out their business and what they really want to do.
Exactly.
Interesting. I see that you have this brand here. Are you building on a clothing line with it as well?
So not necessarily building a clothing line. I don't want to be known for the best clothing line, but I want something something tangible that entrepreneurs can take with them, but also be a reminder. So when you see the shirt, you see the arrows, it's constantly reminding you that, hey, I got to get my deals up, whatever that is for the day. I got to continue to chase my dreams. I got to be a little bit more ambitious. I got to embrace the lifestyle. It's a different lifestyle for us as entrepreneurs. But I also got to sacrifice.
Of course.
I got to sacrifice something today that I didn't do yesterday in order to get to the next step. So I really just want the apparel to be a reminder to individuals that, hey, I got to get my deals in today.
Absolutely. I like that, man. I like that. With your business and how you're growing it, what are some of the things that stand out to you that are very important about like your morals, your ethics, and how you're moving your company forward?
That's a good question. Really good question. I would say that I try to make sure that every day that anything I'm telling my clients that I'm executing as well. I don't want to tell them to do something that I wouldn't do. I don't want to tell them to do something that I didn't experience. But I also think that it's key to, one, hold on to your word, but two, make sure that you're being happy, doing something that makes you happy. I think that's all that D.E.A.L.S is about. If you're chasing your dreams, you should be happy. So those are the things I try to focus on, from a moral standpoint for our business.
So are you doing this full time now, or
full time, 100%?
So what made you want to leave your current business and your current 9 to 5 to actually start this? I mean, like, that's a big leap.
Yeah.
And, you still got bills, you still got other obligations and responsibilities. Like, and how are you stabilizing yourself now?
I always knew that I've always been an entrepreneur. I always knew I would take that leap. But from what I was doing previously, I just wasn't in love. I wasn't in love. And I realized and I knew that in order for me to truly be happy, I need to be able to do what I want to do. In order for me to really have the freedom that I want, I need to be able to be in a position to do those things. On the other note, in terms of how it's been so far, I think it's been awesome. I think that it's a learning curve.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the biggest thing is discipline, and it's taught me that. But I've been able to stay afloat basically just by being prepared before I took that leap. Making sure I saved up, making sure that I did the necessary things to cut back on expenses.
Right.
I think the biggest thing is that I got a really good support system. Really good support system. So they know where I'm going and where I'm headed. So I got individuals who they help out.
That's phenomenal. I know in entrepreneurship, you always need a support system or a family or group of friends that can help you elevate yourself and keep pushing when times get tough.
Yeah.
Times get tough. As you're moving forward with your business, one thing we like to understand is, what advice did you receive from a mentor or from somebody, or what advice would you also love to give to other entrepreneurs getting into the field?
Some advice that I've gotten. It's more of a quote. This wasn't even really advice. It was, do what you love until you can't do it anymore. But the advice that I would give to someone else is be persistent. I think persistence is, it's demonstrated faith. Faith is persistence. So when you're able to do that and just have faith that you know that what you're striving to do at some point will come to fruition. I think that's the biggest thing. A lot of us tend to want to give up because there's no security in being an entrepreneur. You got to create that security. So a lot of times, a lot of people will shy away. They'll back off and say, "Hey, I want to go back to the safe life. I want to go back to being 9 to 5." But just stick to it. Be persistent. And try to learn something new every day. Perfect your craft.
And so you've been able to perfect your craft. You've been able to be persistent and continue to go with your business, right?
Yeah.
And now you're able to take that and help other people grow.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we need today, man. Could you let everybody know where they can find you on social media?
So you can find me at my business page is D.E.A.L.S, D.E.A.L.S. My personal page is Dinero Deuce. Dinero Duce, and then I can be found on Facebook at Darius Clair.
Awesome. So if you're looking for help to build out your entrepreneurship dream or journey and need some advice, some consulting work, someone to get you on the right path, Darius is your person to reach out to.
Exactly.
It's also great to reach out to entrepreneurs and support small businesses, people like Darius himself, getting himself out there, taking the leap of faith to start his business. So definitely check him out on the social media pages. He's always ready for another appointment, right?
Of course.
He's always ready. So once again, Darius, thank you for coming, man.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Not a problem, man. Until next time on Revamp.